I just want to talk about what I've had going on thus far with my company is CTC TECHS. As I load up my tools, I just want to tell you guys about my whole journey thus far. I've posted on here before that I opened up a new company and I'm promoting myself online, Facebook Marketplace, my website, and just word of mouth. It's worked thus far. I've gotten a few clients, a couple of potential clients, and a lot of meetings, honestly. Just meeting with people down in Fort Lauderdale, down in Broward, down in, Margate, Miami, and Palm Beach. And it's exposed me to a lot of people. It got me pretty farther than where I was last year. Now, mind you, this year, like in January, I was like, my feelings was hurt. I'm not gonna lie. My feelings were hurt because I was really trying to put myself out there and nobody was responding. I was giving out bids and nobody wanted to hire me. So I felt discouraged. I'm not gonna lie. A part of me was just like, man, is it worth it? Like, I'm trying to do this and it's not working, right? And I even broke down to my girl. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I broke down to my girl, not crying, but I was like upset. I was like, man, this shit ain't working. I'm putting myself out there. I'm trying to get my work by tomorrow, like tomorrow type shit. Like, I want to change my tomorrow. And I don't think anybody understood me when I was saying something like that. But what I meant was like, yo, I'm putting myself out there because I don't want today to be the same as tomorrow. You know what I mean? So like, if I'm waking up and going to a job site for my pops or like for MTZ construction and just going to these different job sites doing the same thing, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to change what it looks like tomorrow, So, I feel like God heard me, man. I got to be honest with you. I feel like God heard me and he blessed me because I actually made a connection in February of this year through somebody I met at a job site. And that's a whole funny story. I met a guy. I told him, yo, show me how to do your job. He kind of laughed. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'll pay you to show me how to do it, bro. Like, you train me. You don't got to pay me nothing. I'll go wherever you're at and I'll pay you. He said, he kind of laughed it off. He's like, nah, don't worry about that, man. If I need you, I'll call you and I'll bring you on with me. And mind you, I don't want to be no one's employee. Like, I don't want to work for somebody and they call me up and tell me, oh, I need you to be here at this time. Like, call it what you want, call it ignorant, whatever. But I know that I didn't want to do that. So I told him, no, bro, I'll pay you. And I'll work for free. So he kind of laughed it off. We kept in contact. He called me up in February. He told me, listen, I got a project, but I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to introduce you to the contractor and he'll pay you. So I'm like, bet, I already know, like, hey man, if you're willing to give me a contact, that's all I need, bro. I'll run with that. So I met the guy. He was cool. We did a couple projects together. They were small though, a couple cables, a couple cameras, things like that. He called me up in May and told me, listen, I have a big project coming up soon. I want you to place a bid on it. You tell me if you want to do it. I told him, all right, send me the plans and I'll work on it and I'll give you a number and see if it makes sense, right? He didn't send me the plans till like June 28th or something like that, give or take. And mind you, my daughter's born June 30th. So when we talked about it, I was like, listen, I'm going to need at least a week to get back. And he's like, oh, okay, you'll take a week. That's fine. My daughter was born. I stayed home for a week. I helped my wife or my fiance. And once that week was up, I went back and started taking care of what I said I was going to take care of. And that blossomed into more, man, to more opportunities. I was able to pick up another project down in Fort Lauderdale. It was a tire shop. I installed cameras there, like 12. I installed more cameras at a retirement community over here in Boynton Beach. These are, and then I have another project I'm doing right now in Pompano, and it's a brand new home, residential, but it's doing a whole new system. And these projects are coming with obstacles that I didn't see coming. I'm not gonna lie. Like first and foremost, the installation of access control. So guys online will sit there and tell you that this is how you do it. Like, it's easy, it's not that bad. And I agree. I don't think it's hard. But I do think there is a learning curve. And the issue with the learning curve is that you need someone to train you. That's just the truth. You need to have someone that knows how to do it, that can actually show you it, or you need the vendor to show you how to do it. Unfortunately, I didn't have the vendor because there was no agreed upon vendor that we were going to use. Like, there was no product we were going to use, no material, nothing whatsoever, because it wasn't in the original scope of work when I was the project I was at. I was just doing the I was just doing the low voltage, like Cat 6 and yeah, that was it, just Cat 6. But yeah, access control got brought up, mag lock systems, the motorized hinges, what else? Strikers, card readers, things like that, right? And I just used Google and ChatGPT and it kind of picked up information, bits and pieces that I could, and called up a lot of people I know and met people that they know, so that way I can get further along. And that in itself was a experience, you know. I would say a positive one, because it let me know that, you know, you can reach out to people and you can meet other people through people. Like, it sounds weird to say out loud because it sounds like something that's so obvious, but until you actually go out there and put yourself out and do something like that, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like things kind of connect. It's kind of cool. And then with the second project with the residential home, it's a smart home, so it's using Crestron system. And everybody and their mom tells me, "Oh my God, that's so difficult. That's like the hardest thing in the world." And I go online trying to see if I can find some sort of training or some sort of some sort of direction, right, to how to install these things properly, because I don't want to mess up anybody's home. And to be honest with you, there wasn't that much information online. I mean, you could find the hardware that's going to get installed, but when it comes to the proper installation, the proper programming, there's none of that's really there. And I think it's because they have a training program that they have that basically, I guess, is quality control. They don't want just anybody installing their stuff. They want certified technicians doing their installations, which I completely understand. It makes complete sense. I mean, why not? You have this very not lucrative, very it's full of features. I don't even know how to explain it. This system is very, very high tech, I would say, you know. But anyways, I called around. I even had somebody tell me you should walk away from the project because it's too much for you to take on. And I'm not gonna lie, a big part of me was believing him. I really did believe him. So I said, you know what? I just might do that. But then I talked to my fiance, and she kind of like talked me off the ledge. She was like, listen, if that's what you feel is that you have to do, then go ahead and do it. I can understand why you have some fear in you, but why would you? Like, why would you do that? Like, be honest with yourself. Be real. Are you gonna be happy with that outcome? And I had to sit there and think, like, nah, I wouldn't. Like, why would I walk away from an opportunity, right? Like, it's gonna go one or two ways. One, it works first try, no issues. I do the installation, we're good to go. Or it doesn't work and I have to fix it, and then it works afterwards, you know? Which I could swallow both those pills, bro. It is what it is, you know? I'm not afraid to go out there and look silly in front of people, you know? The truth is, like, you will look silly. I kind of accept that. You're learning you're learning things that you will only learn if you put yourself out there, especially if it's the first time. So, you know, luckily these guys are giving me a chance. They're working with me. Now moving forward, I'm still pushing myself out there. I'm still meeting new people. I just met a new contractor who does spec homes. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. I like him a lot. I met his assistant. Well, maybe I don't want to call him an assistant. I don't know what you would call him, but someone else in his team. They're good guys as well. My team is growing. I actually got more techs on staff that they're not on staff, but they're a part of my team. So, like, you know, if I need them to pull up, they can. Because I honestly can't afford employees at this moment. But I'm working to get to that point, because the truth is, you know, a company isn't a company without employees. And but yeah, man. This video can drag on and on and on. If you guys have any questions, I'd love to share my experience. You know, I'm still going strong. You know, I got more meetings coming up, and hopefully I land them. I'm planning on landing them. You know, I'm trying to remove hopefully, or I hope, I wish, like, none of that. We're planning on moving forward. We're planning on growing. This team will get bigger. This team will get stronger. Right now, you know, it's just me and a couple of guys I have with me that are basically subcontractors. They're not daily guys with me, because I don't have daily work for them. It doesn't make, more than anything, it doesn't make sense to financially do that. But moving forward, I will get those guys, and hopefully, there we go again. Hopefully, right? I am willing, God willing, I'm going to be able to hire my first staff member, and I want that first staff member to be someone at an office. You know, I want them to be a bookkeeper / I don't even know what you want to call them. I'm trying to distinguish that job role, right? I'm trying to, like, identify that job role. But yeah, man, this is my little journey. I hope you guys like, subscribe, do all that. Thank you.